let's really shift gears. Tax change. The Tax Cut and Jobs Act of 2018 was implemented. How will that? It has impacted some deductions. It seems to have some impact on perhaps the tax deductibility of some charitable contributions. How do you see that changing?
Yeah, excellent question, Sean. We saw it firsthand in 2017 with the market up and the unknown circumstances in taxes for this year at the time. We had a lot of year-end giving. In fact, we had donor advised funds open just to be able to front load some gifts, not knowing what would happen this year and going forward. Here's where I stand on this. Over time, no matter what the tax provisions, people start with a transformational gift based on passion and emotion. It's what brings them to the table to talk about it. Then the rational piece of the brain takes over. How am I going to do this? What's the most tax advantaged way? And they seek out counsel from folks. But at the end of the day, when they make the gift, it's back to the emotion. I want to make a difference. This makes me angry in our community. This gives me joy. And that's when they make the gift. Now, in that middle piece, it does matter. The timing, the amount, usually the tax can influence that. But when I'm talking with families, I try to actually stay focused on both of those ends of the equation because that's what they really want to do. And so, I try not to let the tax piece get in the way of them accomplishing something because at the end of the day, it's really not going to be the biggest factor that, and most of the families that are talking about a gift like that have the capacity to take care of whatever tax provisions.
I was going to say, in our practice, it's very rare that we have the discussion about taxes prior to I want to make a gift. It starts out with, this is a very good cause. This is something I want to do because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
And then the discussion is, what's the most efficient way? If it's not great, that's okay too, but we're trying to get something done.
You know, when we get a large check, I have mixed emotions. I have that joy that I feel every time, but then I think, was there another way you could have done this gift? We also will get into the conversation when there's charitable intent to say, hey, time out. Why don't you look at this tax event and look at it a different way? Most times it's because there's low basis property there's some transaction around that. Well, give us a piece of that low basis property. You want to talk about the ability to do tax avoidance. That one's left on the table frequently.
Yes, we try to get people to seek a professional.